What if I told you that every financially successful person you've ever admired has one thing in common? And it's not what you think. It's not their intelligence, their connections, or even their work ethic. It's something far more fundamental, something that operates at the energetic level, something that most people don't even know exists. Your aura, your energetic signature, the electromagnetic field that surrounds your body and broadcasts to the world exactly what kind of opportunities you're ready to receive. Right now, as you listen to this, your energy field is either attracting wealth or repelling it. There's no neutral. Every single day, your aura is sending out signals that determine whether money flows toward you or away from you, whether opportunities find you or pass you by, whether people want to do business with you or unconsciously avoid you. The ultra-wealthy know this secret. They've learned to train their energetic frequency to match the vibration of abundance. While everyone else is grinding harder, working longer hours, and wondering why they can't break through their financial ceiling, the wealthy are operating from a completely different energetic blueprint. This isn't mystical nonsense. This is quantum physics. This is neuroscience. This is the cutting-edge understanding of how human consciousness interacts with reality to create measurable, tangible results in your bank account. By the end of this audiobook, you'll know exactly how to recalibrate your energetic signature to attract wealth automatically. You'll understand why your current financial situation is a perfect reflection of your aura's frequency. And more importantly, you'll have the specific tools to change it. But I need to warn you, this information challenges everything you've been taught about making money. Most people will reject it because it requires them to take responsibility not just for their actions, but for their entire energetic presence. Are you ready for that level of transformation? Chapter 1. The Hidden Science Behind Wealth Attraction. Let me start with a fact that will blow your mind. Every human being generates an electromagnetic field that extends approximately 8 feet from their body. This isn't spiritual theory. This is measurable science. The HeartMath Institute has documented this field using sophisticated magnetometers, and what they've discovered changes everything we thought we knew about success. Your heart alone generates an electromagnetic field that is 60 times greater in amplitude than your brain and can be detected several feet away from your body. But here's where it gets interesting. This field doesn't just exist in isolation. It interacts with the electromagnetic fields of every person you encounter, every environment you enter, and every opportunity that comes into your experience. Think about the last time you walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable, even though nothing obvious was wrong. Or when you met someone and instantly felt drawn to them before they even spoke. That's your electromagnetic field receiving and interpreting information faster than your conscious mind can process it. Now, here's the part that most people never realize. Your electromagnetic field isn't random. It's not fixed. It's constantly being shaped by your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and most importantly, your subconscious programming around money. When you have unconscious beliefs that you don't deserve wealth, that money is hard to come by, or that rich people are somehow bad, your electromagnetic field broadcasts these frequencies, and the universe, operating on the principle of like attracts like, responds by sending you experiences that match those frequencies. More struggle, more limitation, more evidence that money is indeed hard to come by. But when someone has trained their aura to vibrate at the frequency of abundance, something remarkable happens. Opportunities start appearing seemingly out of nowhere. The right people show up at the right time. Deals that seemed impossible suddenly become possible. Money starts flowing from unexpected sources. I've seen this happen thousands of times. An entrepreneur struggling for years suddenly attracts a major investor within weeks of shifting their energetic frequency. A salesperson who couldn't close deals starts effortlessly attracting ideal clients. A job seeker who was getting rejected everywhere suddenly receives multiple offers. The scientific explanation is actually quite simple. When your electromagnetic field is calibrated to abundance, you unconsciously project confidence, certainty, and high value. People feel this energy and respond accordingly. You make different decisions because you're operating from a different internal state. You notice opportunities that were always there but were previously invisible to your abundance-blind awareness. Your nervous system, which is constantly scanning the environment for threats and opportunities, starts recognizing wealth-building possibilities instead of just survival concerns. Your subconscious mind, which processes 11 million bits of information per second compared to your conscious mind's 40 bits, begins filtering reality to show you pathways to prosperity. But here's the crucial part that most manifestation teachings get wrong. Simply visualizing money or repeating affirmations isn't enough to change your energetic signature. Your aura is primarily shaped by your subconscious beliefs, and these beliefs are formed through repetition, emotional intensity, and consistent energetic conditioning. The wealthy understand this. They don't just think about money differently. They feel different in their bodies. They carry themselves differently. They breathe differently. They've trained their entire nervous system to operate from the assumption that abundance is their natural state. This is why two people can have the exact same business strategy, the same education, the same resources, and get completely different results. One person's aura is broadcasting scarcity and struggle, while the other's is broadcasting confidence and abundance. The difference isn't just psychological, it's energetic. And once you understand how to work with your energetic field consciously, everything changes. Chapter 2. Why your current aura repels money. Most people are unconsciously sabotaging their wealth potential every single day through their energetic signature, and they have no idea they're doing it. Let me show you exactly how this happens and why your current aura might be your biggest obstacle to financial freedom. First, understand that your aura is like a radio tower, constantly broadcasting signals about who you are and what you believe you deserve. These signals are picked up by everyone around you, often at a subconscious level, and they determine how people respond to you, what opportunities come your way, and what kind of energy you attract back into your experience. The problem is that most people's auras have been conditioned by years of scarcity programming. From childhood, we're taught that money is scarce, that we have to work hard for everything we get, that wealth is somehow immoral, or that rich people are greedy. These beliefs get lodged in your subconscious mind and become part of your energetic blueprint. Every time you worry about money, complain about your bills, or feel jealous of someone else's success, you're reinforcing a scarcity-based energetic pattern. Your aura literally shrinks and contracts, broadcasting limitation and lack. People feel this energy and unconsciously respond by offering you less, expecting less from you, and treating you as someone who operates from limitation. I see this constantly in business settings. Someone walks into a negotiation with an aura that screams desperation and financial pressure, and immediately they're at a disadvantage. The other party senses their weakness and responds accordingly. The deals they're offered reflect their energetic state, not their actual worth or capabilities. But it goes deeper than just business interactions. Your scarcity-based aura affects every aspect of your financial reality. When you're vibrating lack, you literally cannot see opportunities that are right in front of you. Your brain, which is designed to find evidence to support your existing beliefs, filters out information that contradicts your scarcity programming. This is why broke people can walk through the same environment as wealthy people and see completely different possibilities. The wealthy person's abundance-calibrated aura allows them to notice the business opportunity in a conversation, the investment potential in a neighborhood, the partnership possibility in a casual meeting. The broke person's scarcity-focused aura makes them blind to these same opportunities. Your aura also affects your decision-making in ways you probably don't realize. When you're operating from scarcity consciousness, you make fear-based decisions. You choose the safe option instead of the profitable one. You negotiate from weakness instead of strength. You settle for less because your energetic signature tells the universe that less is all you can handle. Even your relationship with money itself is determined by your aura. If your energetic field is contaminated with guilt, shame, or unworthiness around wealth, money will literally feel uncomfortable in your experience. You'll unconsciously sabotage yourself whenever you start to accumulate wealth, because your aura isn't calibrated to hold abundance. I've watched people inherit money and lose it within months because their aura couldn't sustain wealth. I've seen business owners unconsciously destroy profitable ventures because success felt foreign to their energetic signature. I've witnessed countless individuals achieve financial breakthroughs only to self-sabotage back to their familiar level of limitation. This is the power of your aura. It's not just about attracting money. It's about being able to receive, hold, and multiply money. It's about becoming energetically compatible with wealth, so that abundance feels natural and sustainable in your experience. The scarcity aura also creates what I call energetic debt. Just like financial debt, energetic debt is a pattern where you're constantly giving away your power, your energy, and your value without adequate compensation. People with scarcity auras tend to undercharge for their services, over-deliver without boundaries, and accept less than their worth because their energetic signature doesn't command respect and proper compensation. Your aura even affects your physical health in ways that impact your wealth-building capacity. Chronic stress from scarcity thinking creates inflammation, depletes your energy, and literally shrinks your brain's capacity for creative problem-solving and strategic thinking. When you're constantly operating from survival mode, you cannot access the higher brain functions required for wealth creation. But here's what most people don't understand. Your current aura isn't permanent. It's not who you really are. It's simply a collection of energetic patterns that you've unconsciously reinforced over time. And just like any pattern, it can be changed through conscious practice and consistent energetic conditioning. The first step is recognizing how your current aura is limiting you. Pay attention to how people respond to you. Notice what kind of opportunities come your way. Observe your automatic thoughts and emotional reactions around money. These are all reflections of your current energetic signature. Once you can see your scarcity aura clearly, you can begin the process of transforming it into an abundance aura that naturally attracts wealth, opportunities, and prosperity into your experience. Chapter 3. The Millionaire's Energetic Blueprint. After studying hundreds of wealthy individuals, from self-made millionaires to generational billionaires, I've discovered that they all share a remarkably similar energetic signature. It's not about their personalities, their backgrounds, or even their business strategies. It's about how they've trained their aura to operate from a fundamental assumption of abundance. Let me break down the specific components of the millionaire's energetic blueprint so you can begin incorporating these frequencies into your own aura. The first element is what I call gravitational presence. Wealthy people have trained their energy field to pull opportunities toward them, rather than chasing after opportunities. Their aura operates like a magnet, drawing people, resources, and possibilities into their orbit without effort or desperation. This gravitational presence comes from a deep cellular level, knowing that they are valuable and that value always finds its way to more value. They don't emit the needy, grasping energy that repels opportunities. Instead, they radiate a calm certainty that abundance is their natural state, and this certainty becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you're in the presence of someone with true gravitational presence, you feel drawn to them. You want to do business with them. You trust them with your money. You believe in their vision. This isn't manipulation or charisma. It's the natural result of an aura that has been calibrated to abundance consciousness. The second component is expansive awareness. Millionaires have trained their aura to extend far beyond their immediate physical space. Their energetic field encompasses larger and larger circles of influence, opportunity, and possibility. While most people's auras are contracted around their immediate survival concerns, wealthy people's auras are expanded to include global markets, long-term trends, and massive opportunities. This expansive awareness allows them to see connections and possibilities that others miss. They can sense emerging trends before they become obvious. They can identify undervalued assets before the market recognizes their potential. They can build relationships with people who will become valuable connections years later. Your aura's expansion directly correlates to your income potential. When your energy field is small and contracted, you can only attract small opportunities. When your aura is expansive and far-reaching, you become capable of attracting massive opportunities that match your energetic capacity. The third element is value resonance. Wealthy people's auras vibrate at the frequency of high value. They don't just provide value, they embody value. Their energetic signature communicates to everyone around them that interacting with them will be beneficial, profitable, and worthwhile. This value resonance isn't about what they do. It's about who they are. Energetically, people feel more intelligent, more capable, more optimistic when they're around someone with a high-value aura. This creates a natural desire to associate with them, work with them, and compensate them generously. Value resonance also creates what I call the premium effect. When your aura radiates high value, people naturally expect to pay more for your time, your products, your services, and your attention. They don't question your prices because your energetic signature communicates that you're worth it. The fourth component is abundance overflow. Millionaires have trained their auras to operate from such a deep sense of abundance that their energy field literally overflows with prosperity consciousness. They're not hoarding or grasping. They're sharing, investing, and circulating wealth, because they know that abundance multiplies when it's in motion. This abundance overflow creates a virtuous cycle. The more they give from a place of genuine abundance, the more their aura expands and the more opportunities flow toward them. People want to be part of their overflow. Investors want to fund their ventures. Partners want to collaborate with them. Customers want to buy from them. The fifth element is opportunity magnetism. Wealthy people's auras have been conditioned to recognize and attract opportunities that others would completely miss. Their energetic field is like a sophisticated radar system, constantly scanning for possibilities and drawing the best opportunities into their experience. This opportunity magnetism isn't luck. It's the result of training their subconscious mind to filter reality for abundance possibilities rather than scarcity problems. Their aura broadcasts readiness for opportunity, and the universe responds by providing increasingly better opportunities. The sixth component is wealth-worthiness. This might be the most important element of the millionaire's energetic blueprint. Their aura radiates a deep, unshakable knowing that they deserve wealth. Not because they're special or superior, but because they understand that prosperity is the natural result of providing value, and that everyone who creates value deserves to be compensated abundantly. This wealth-worthiness eliminates the self-sabotage patterns that destroy most people's financial progress. When your aura truly embodies wealth-worthiness, you don't unconsciously sabotage your success. You don't feel guilty about charging premium prices. You don't apologize for your prosperity. You receive abundance gracefully and naturally. The final element is legacy consciousness. Millionaires' auras operate from a perspective that extends far beyond their immediate lifetime. Their energetic field encompasses generational wealth, lasting impact, and contributions that will outlive them. This long-term perspective allows them to make decisions and investments that compound over decades rather than seeking immediate gratification. Legacy consciousness also attracts resources and opportunities that match this expanded timeline. When your aura radiates legacy consciousness, people want to be part of something bigger than themselves. They're willing to invest in your vision, support your mission, and contribute to your long-term success. These 7 components work together to create an energetic signature that naturally attracts wealth, opportunities, and abundance. The good news is that every one of these frequencies can be developed through conscious practice and consistent energetic conditioning. Chapter 4. Reprogramming your subconscious money blocks. Your subconscious mind controls 95% of your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, which means it's also controlling 95% of your financial results. If you have unconscious blocks around money, they're sabotaging your wealth-building efforts. No matter how hard you work or how smart your strategies are, most people try to override their money blocks with willpower and positive thinking. But this approach is like trying to change the direction of a river by pushing against the current. Your subconscious programming is much more powerful than your conscious intentions. And until you reprogram these deep patterns, you'll keep hitting the same financial ceilings over and over again. The first step in reprogramming your subconscious money blocks is identifying exactly what they are. Most money blocks were installed during childhood when your brain was in a highly programmable state. Between birth and age 7, your brain operates primarily in theta brainwave frequency, which is essentially a hypnotic state where you absorb information directly into your subconscious without critical filtering. During this critical period, you absorbed thousands of messages about money from your parents, family, community, and culture. Messages like money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. You have to work hard for everything you get. There's not enough to go around. Money is the root of all evil and countless other scarcity-based beliefs. These beliefs became part of your identity, your worldview, and most importantly, your energetic signature. Even if you consciously reject these beliefs as an adult, they continue operating in your subconscious mind, silently sabotaging your financial progress and contaminating your aura with scarcity frequencies. The most common money blocks I see are unworthiness, fear of success, fear of failure, money guilt, and scarcity addiction. Let me break down each of these blocks and show you how they corrupt your aura's ability to attract wealth. Unworthiness is the belief that you don't deserve wealth or that you're not good enough to be financially successful. This block creates an aura that repels opportunities because your energetic field is broadcasting inadequacy and self-doubt. People feel this uncertainty and respond by offering you less, expecting less from you, and treating you as someone who operates from limitation. Fear of success is actually more common than fear of failure among intelligent, capable people. This block stems from unconscious beliefs that success will make you a target, that people will expect too much from you, that you'll lose your authenticity, or that you'll somehow hurt others by being successful. This fear creates an aura that approaches success, but then sabotages itself just before breakthrough. Fear of failure keeps your aura contracted and defensive. Instead of radiating confidence and possibility, you broadcast anxiety and limitation. This fearful energy repels opportunities and attracts exactly the kind of risky, desperate situations that you're trying to avoid. Money guilt is the belief that having wealth while others suffer is somehow wrong or immoral. This block creates an aura that unconsciously pushes money away because accepting wealth feels selfish or unspiritual. People with money guilt often sabotage themselves whenever they start accumulating wealth because their subconscious mind believes that prosperity makes them a bad person. Scarcity addiction is perhaps the most insidious block because it's often disguised as virtue. People with this block have become addicted to struggle, sacrifice, and limitation because these states feel familiar and safe. Their aura broadcasts struggle and hardship because that's where they feel most comfortable and authentic. To reprogram these blocks, you need to access the same theta brainwave state where they were originally installed. This is why meditation, hypnosis, and repetitive visualization are so effective for subconscious reprogramming. When your brain is in theta frequency, you can literally overwrite old programming with new, abundance-based beliefs. But simply repeating positive affirmations isn't enough. Your subconscious mind learns through repetition, emotion, and embodied experience. You need to feel the new beliefs in your body, visualize them with emotional intensity, and reinforce them through consistent action that proves your new beliefs are true. The most powerful technique I've discovered for money block reprogramming is what I call energetic archaeology. This process involves going back to the original experiences where your money blocks were formed and healing them at the energetic level. You start by identifying your strongest money block and tracing it back to its origin. Usually, this is a specific moment in childhood where you absorbed a limiting belief about money, success, or your own worthiness. Once you locate this memory, You revisit it in a meditative state and literally reprogram the experience with your adult understanding and wisdom. You visualize yourself as your current, empowered self, going back to comfort and educate your younger self. You provide the missing information, the emotional support, and the new perspective that your younger self needed but didn't receive. This process literally rewrites the neural pathways associated with that memory and dissolves the energetic charge that was feeding your money block. Another powerful reprogramming technique is identity shifting. Instead of trying to eliminate negative beliefs, you focus on embodying a completely new identity that naturally includes wealth consciousness. You spend time each day visualizing, feeling, and acting as if you're already the wealthy person you want to become. This isn't fake it until you make it. This is training your nervous system to operate from abundance consciousness so that your aura naturally radiates the frequencies that attract wealth. When you consistently embody wealth consciousness, your subconscious mind begins to accept this new identity as real, and your external reality starts shifting to match your internal transformation. The key to successful reprogramming is consistency and emotional intensity. Your subconscious mind responds to patterns, not occasional efforts. You need to engage in reprogramming activities daily, with genuine emotion and conviction, until your new abundance beliefs become more deeply rooted than your old scarcity patterns. Chapter 5. The 7 Frequencies of Wealth Consciousness. Wealth isn't just about having money. It's about operating from a specific set of energetic frequencies that naturally attract abundance, opportunities, and prosperity. After decades of studying wealth consciousness, I've identified 7 core frequencies that every financially successful person embodies whether they realize it or not. These aren't personality traits or business strategies. These are actual energetic frequencies that you can develop, strengthen, and embody until they become your natural operating system. When you master these 7 frequencies, your aura automatically attracts wealth because you're vibrating at the same frequency as abundance itself. The first frequency is gratitude resonance. This isn't just feeling thankful for what you have. Gratitude resonance is a deep, cellular-level appreciation for abundance that extends far beyond your personal circumstances. When you embody this frequency, your aura radiates appreciation for the incredible abundance that exists everywhere in the universe. This gratitude frequency creates a magnetic effect that draws more abundance into your experience. The universe operates on the principle of like attracts like. And when your energetic field is resonating with appreciation for abundance, you naturally attract more things to be abundant about. But here's the key that most people miss. Gratitude resonance isn't dependent on your current circumstances. Wealthy people don't become grateful after they get rich. They develop gratitude resonance first. And this frequency attracts wealth into their experience. They're grateful for opportunities before they manifest. They appreciate abundance before they achieve it. They feel wealthy before they become wealthy. To develop gratitude resonance, you need to train your nervous system to notice and appreciate abundance everywhere. The abundance of air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat. The abundance of information, opportunities, and possibilities that surround you every moment. The abundance of human creativity, innovation, and collaboration that makes modern life possible. When your aura is radiating gratitude resonance, people feel uplifted and optimistic in your presence. They want to share opportunities with you, collaborate with you, and support your success because your energy makes them feel good about abundance and possibility. The second frequency is value creation consciousness. This is the understanding that wealth is created by providing value to others. And the more value you provide, the more wealth you can attract. When you embody this frequency, your aura radiates service, contribution, and genuine desire to help others succeed. Value creation consciousness eliminates the scarcity-based belief that wealth is a zero-sum game where someone has to lose for you to win. Instead, you understand that wealth is created through innovation, problem-solving, and providing products and services that improve people's lives. This frequency attracts opportunities to create value and naturally results in financial compensation. People with strong value creation consciousness don't chase money directly. They focus on solving problems, meeting needs, and creating value, and money flows to them as a natural result. Their aura broadcasts useful competence and genuine service, which makes others want to hire them, buy from them, and partner with them. The third frequency is expansion consciousness. This is the energetic signature of someone who thinks big, dreams big, and operates from a mindset of unlimited possibility. When you embody expansion consciousness, your aura radiates potential, growth, and exciting possibility. Expansion consciousness attracts large opportunities because your energetic field is calibrated to handle big success. Small thinking people can only attract small opportunities because their aura isn't capable of holding bigger possibilities. But when your energy field is expanded to encompass massive potential, the universe responds with opportunities that match your energetic capacity. This frequency also creates what I call the visionary effect. People feel inspired and motivated when they're around someone with strong expansion consciousness. They want to be part of your vision, invest in your potential, and support your big dreams, because your energy makes them believe that extraordinary things are possible. The fourth frequency is abundance certainty. This is the unshakable, knowing that abundance is your natural state and that money will always flow to you when you need it. When you embody this frequency, your aura radiates confidence, security, and calm certainty about your financial future. Abundant certainty eliminates the desperate, needy energy that repels opportunities and pushes money away. Instead of operating from fear and scarcity, you make decisions from a place of knowing that you can create wealth whenever you choose to focus on it. This certainty becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as your confident energy attracts the very opportunities that prove your abundance certainty correct. People are naturally drawn to those who embody abundant certainty because they feel safer and more optimistic in their presence. Investors want to fund them, partners want to work with them, and customers want to buy from them because their energy communicates competence and reliability. The fifth frequency is circulation consciousness. This is the understanding that wealth grows through movement, sharing, and intelligent circulation rather than hoarding and holding. When you embody this frequency, your aura radiates generosity, investment mindset, and understanding of money as energy that multiplies when it's in motion. Circulation consciousness creates abundance overflow that attracts more wealth into your experience. When you give generously, invest wisely, and circulate money consciously, You're training your subconscious mind that you have more than enough. This abundance mentality creates an energetic signature that attracts even more abundance. The sixth frequency is mastery orientation. This is the commitment to continuous learning, improvement, and skill development that makes you increasingly valuable over time. When you embody mastery orientation, your aura radiates competence, expertise, and ever-increasing value. Mastery orientation ensures that your wealth-attracting capacity continues growing throughout your life. As you become more skilled, more knowledgeable, and more capable, your ability to create value increases, which naturally results in increased financial compensation. Your aura broadcasts expertise and high value, which commands premium pricing and exclusive opportunities. The seventh frequency is legacy consciousness. This is the perspective that extends beyond your immediate lifetime to include generational impact, lasting contribution, and meaningful legacy. When you embody legacy consciousness, your aura radiates purpose, significance, and connection to something greater than immediate gratification. Legacy consciousness attracts resources and opportunities that match this expanded timeline. People want to be part of something significant and lasting, so they're more willing to invest in your vision, support your mission, and contribute to your long-term success. This frequency creates wealth that compounds across decades and generations rather than just immediate income. These seven frequencies work synergistically to create an energetic signature that naturally attracts wealth, opportunities, and abundance. The more consistently you embody these frequencies, the more powerfully your aura will magnetize prosperity into your experience. Chapter 6. Daily Aura Training Protocol. Now that you understand the science and psychology behind wealth attraction, it's time to get practical. I'm going to give you a step-by-step daily protocol that will systematically reprogram your aura to operate at the frequency of abundance. This isn't theory. This is the exact system that I've used with thousands of clients to transform their energetic signature and attract wealth. The Daily Aura Training Protocol consists of 7 specific practices that should be performed in sequence every morning. Each practice is designed to calibrate a different aspect of your energetic field, and when combined, they create a powerful transformation in your wealth-attracting capacity. The first practice is energetic awakening. The moment you wake up, before you check your phone or engage with any external stimuli, you're going to spend 5 minutes consciously expanding your aura. Lie in bed and visualize your energy field extending outward from your body in all directions. See it growing larger and brighter until it fills your entire room, then your entire building, then your entire neighborhood. This practice is crucial because most people wake up with a contracted, defensive aura that's focused on survival and problems. By consciously expanding your energy field first thing in the morning, you're setting the energetic tone for your entire day. You're training your subconscious mind to operate from expansion rather than contraction. As you visualize your aura expanding, feel the sensation of spaciousness and possibility. Imagine that your energy field is magnetic, attracting opportunities, resources, and abundance from every direction. This isn't just visualization. You're literally training your nervous system to embody expansion consciousness. The second practice is wealth identity activation. Immediately after expanding your aura, you're going to spend 10 minutes embodying the identity of your wealthy future self. This isn't positive thinking or affirmations. This is identity shifting at the cellular level. Close your eyes and visualize yourself as you will be when you've achieved your financial goals. See yourself in your ideal environment, wearing your ideal clothes, living your ideal lifestyle. But don't just visualize it. Feel it in your body. Feel the confidence, the security, the excitement of being financially free. Pay attention to how this wealthy version of yourself breathes, moves, and holds their body. Notice their posture, their energy, their presence. Then begin to embody these physical qualities right now. Breathe like your wealthy self. Sit like your wealthy self. Move like your wealthy self. This practice is rewiring your nervous system to operate from wealth consciousness. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. So when you consistently embody your wealthy identity, your brain begins to accept this as your actual identity. The third practice is gratitude amplification. Spend 5 minutes in intense appreciation for the abundance that already exists in your life and in the world around you. But this isn't casual gratitude. This is gratitude so intense that you can feel it changing your energy field. Start with the basics. Feel genuine appreciation for having a roof over your head, food to eat, clean water to drink. Then expand to appreciate the incredible abundance of the modern world. The technology in your phone represents billions of hours of human creativity and innovation. The infrastructure that brings electricity to your home is a miracle of human cooperation. Feel gratitude for opportunities that haven't even manifested yet. Be thankful for the wealth that's already on its way to you. Appreciate the people who will become valuable connections. This future-based gratitude creates an energetic signature that attracts the very things you're being grateful for. The fourth practice is value creation visioning. Spend 10 minutes visualizing yourself providing massive value to the world. See yourself solving problems, helping people, creating products or services that genuinely improve lives. Feel the satisfaction and fulfillment of being useful and valuable. This practice calibrates your aura to value creation consciousness, which is the foundation of sustainable wealth. When your energy field is focused on service and contribution, money flows to you as a natural result of the value you're providing. Visualize specific ways you can provide value today. See yourself having conversations that help others, creating content that educates people, solving problems that matter. Feel the excitement of being someone who makes a positive difference in the world. The fifth practice is abundant circulation. Visualize money flowing to you and through you like a river. See yourself receiving payments, earning profits, generating income from multiple sources. Then see yourself spending, investing, and giving money consciously and joyfully. This practice programs your subconscious mind to see money as energy that flows rather than a scarce resource to be hoarded. When you can visualize money flowing to you and through you easily, your aura begins to radiate circulation consciousness, which attracts more money into your experience. The sixth practice is opportunity magnetism activation. Spend 5 minutes visualizing opportunities appearing in your life from unexpected sources. See yourself receiving phone calls with business propositions, meeting people who become valuable partners, discovering investment opportunities that others miss. Feel the excitement and confidence of being someone who naturally attracts opportunities. Train your nervous system to expect good things to happen. This practice calibrates your aura to opportunity consciousness and programs your subconscious mind to notice possibilities that you would otherwise miss. The seventh and final practice is energetic sealing. Before you get out of bed, take 3 deep breaths and set the intention that your abundance frequency will remain strong and stable throughout the day, regardless of what challenges or distractions you encounter. Visualize your aura surrounded by a protective field that maintains your wealth consciousness even when you're around negative people or stressful situations. This sealing practice ensures that your morning calibration doesn't get contaminated by external influences. This entire protocol should take about 40 minutes each morning. I know that seems like a lot of time, but consider this. Most people spend more time scrolling social media each morning than you'll spend training your aura to attract wealth. This is the most important 40 minutes of your day because it determines the energetic frequency you'll operate from for the next 16 hours. Consistency is absolutely crucial. You need to perform this protocol every single day for at least 30 days to create lasting change in your energetic signature. Missing days will slow your progress significantly because you're literally retraining your nervous system to operate from abundance consciousness. Chapter 7. The Wealth Frequency Meditation System. Beyond your daily aura training protocol, you need a deeper meditation system that can access and reprogram the subconscious patterns that control your wealth-attracting capacity. This isn't casual meditation or relaxation. This is precision consciousness work designed to transform your energetic signature at the deepest levels. The Wealth Frequency Meditation System consists of 4 distinct meditation practices, each designed to target a specific aspect of your abundance consciousness. You should cycle through these meditations throughout the week, spending at least 20 minutes on each practice when you perform it. The first meditation is Subconscious Money Block Dissolution. This practice is designed to identify and eliminate the unconscious beliefs that are sabotaging your wealth-building efforts. You'll enter a deep meditative state and systematically locate and dissolve the energetic patterns that are keeping you stuck at your current financial level. Begin by sitting comfortably and closing your eyes. Take 10 slow, deep breaths, allowing your body to relax completely with each exhale. When you feel deeply relaxed, bring to mind your biggest financial frustration or limitation. Maybe you can't seem to earn more than a certain amount. Maybe you keep sabotaging yourself when opportunities appear. Maybe you feel guilty about wanting wealth. Instead of trying to think your way through this limitation, simply feel where it lives in your body. Most money blocks create physical tension somewhere in your system. You might feel tightness in your chest, heaviness in your stomach, or constriction in your throat. Locate this physical sensation and breathe into it. As you breathe into the physical sensation, allow any memories, images, or emotions to surface without judgment. You're not trying to analyze or understand. You're simply allowing your subconscious mind to reveal the origin of this energetic block. You might remember a specific conversation about money from childhood, a moment when you felt ashamed about wanting more, or an experience that taught you that money was dangerous or difficult. Once you've located the memory or belief that created this block, you're going to reprogram it using your adult wisdom and understanding. Visualize yourself going back to that original experience as your current, empowered self. Provide the missing information, emotional support, and new perspective that your younger self needed but didn't receive. If the block stems from a belief that money is evil, Educate your younger self about how money is simply a tool that amplifies who you are. If the block comes from feeling unworthy of wealth, show your younger self all the value you've created and all the good you can do with financial resources. The second meditation is wealth identity integration. This practice is designed to merge your current identity with your wealthy future self, until there's no separation between who you are now and who you'll be when you achieve your financial goals. Enter the same relaxed state as the previous meditation. Once you're deeply relaxed, visualize your wealthy future self standing in front of you. This isn't just someone with more money. This is someone who has fully embodied wealth consciousness. They radiate confidence, abundance, and magnetic presence. Study this wealthy version of yourself carefully. Notice how they stand, how they breathe, how they move their body. Observe their facial expression, their energy, their entire presence. This is the identity you're integrating. Now imagine stepping forward and merging with this wealthy version of yourself. Feel their confidence becoming your confidence. Feel their certainty becoming your certainty. Feel their abundance consciousness becoming your abundance consciousness. This isn't role-playing. This is identity integration at the cellular level. Spend time feeling what it's like to operate from this integrated identity. How do you think differently? How do you feel different in your body? How do you respond to opportunities and challenges? Allow this new identity to become familiar and natural. The third meditation is abundance field expansion. This practice trains your aura to extend far beyond your physical body and encompass increasingly larger circles of opportunity and influence. Most people's energy fields are contracted around their immediate survival concerns. But wealthy people operate with expansive auras that can perceive and attract opportunities from vast distances. After reaching your meditative state, visualize your energy field as a sphere of golden light surrounding your body. Begin expanding this sphere slowly and steadily. See it growing larger and brighter until it fills your entire room. Feel the expansion in your body as your awareness extends beyond your physical boundaries. Continue expanding your energy field until it encompasses your entire building, then your neighborhood, then your city. With each expansion, feel your capacity for opportunity and abundance growing. You're training your nervous system to operate from expanded consciousness rather than contracted limitation. As your energy field expands, visualize opportunities, resources, and connections flowing toward you from every direction. See business ideas appearing in your expanded awareness. Notice investment opportunities that become visible at this larger scale. Feel partnerships and collaborations forming within your expanded field. The fourth meditation is manifestation acceleration. This practice uses specific visualization techniques to speed up the materialization of your financial goals by aligning your subconscious mind, your energy field, and your physical actions with your desired outcomes. In your meditative state, visualize your primary financial goal as if it has already been achieved. Don't just see it. Experience it with all of your senses. If your goal is to earn a specific amount of money, feel the security and excitement of having that money in your bank account. If your goal is to build a successful business, experience the satisfaction of serving customers and generating profits. The key to manifestation acceleration is making the visualization feel more real than your current circumstances. Your subconscious mind responds to the most emotionally intense and frequently repeated images, So you need to make your wealthy future feel more vivid and compelling than your current financial situation. As you visualize your achieved goal, pay attention to any resistance, doubt, or discomfort that arises. These are indicators of subconscious blocks that need to be addressed. Instead of pushing through the resistance, breathe into it and allow it to dissolve naturally. End each manifestation meditation by feeling profound gratitude for your achieved goal, as if you've already received it. This gratitude creates the energetic signature of someone who has achieved their financial dreams, which attracts the very experiences you're being grateful for. Chapter 8. Environmental Energy Optimization. Your physical environment has a profound impact on your aura and your ability to attract wealth. Most people are completely unconscious of how their surroundings are either supporting or sabotaging their abundance consciousness. Everything in your environment is either reinforcing wealth consciousness or reinforcing scarcity consciousness. There's no neutral. Environmental energy optimization is the practice of consciously designing your physical spaces to support and amplify your wealth-attracting aura. When your environment is properly calibrated, it becomes a constant source of abundance programming that reinforces your new energetic signature even when you're not consciously working on it. The first principle of environmental optimization is elimination of scarcity symbols. Look around your living and working spaces with fresh eyes. What objects, decorations, or arrangements communicate limitation, struggle, or lack? These might include broken items that you haven't repaired, clothes that don't fit properly, furniture that's falling apart, or decorations that remind you of difficult times. Every object in your environment is programming your subconscious mind with a specific message about your relationship with abundance. Broken or damaged items program scarcity consciousness. Clutter programs chaos and overwhelm. Cheap or poorly made objects program low-value consciousness. You need to systematically remove anything that doesn't support your wealth identity. This doesn't mean you need to buy expensive everything. It means you need to choose quality over quantity and ensure that everything in your space reflects the energy you want to embody. A few beautiful, well-made items will support your abundance consciousness much more effectively than many cheap, disposable objects. The second principle is abundance symbol integration. Once you've eliminated scarcity symbols, you need to consciously add objects and arrangements that reinforce wealth consciousness. This includes things like fresh flowers, which represent growth and vitality, books about success and wealth, which program learning and expansion, art that inspires feelings of beauty and possibility. One of the most powerful abundance symbols is what I call a wealth altar. This is a specific area in your home where you display objects that represent your financial goals and remind you of your abundance identity. This might include images of your ideal lifestyle, objects that represent success in your field, or items that remind you of your value and capabilities. Your wealth altar should be placed where you'll see it multiple times per day, and it should be kept clean, organized, and beautiful. Every time you see it, you're reinforcing your wealth consciousness and programming your subconscious mind with images of your desired financial reality. The third principle is energy flow optimization. The way energy moves through your physical spaces directly affects how energy moves through your life. Clutter, blocked pathways, and stagnant areas create corresponding blocks in your ability to attract and receive abundance. Walk through your living and working spaces and notice where energy feels stuck or blocked. This might be corners filled with unused items, hallways blocked by furniture, or areas that feel dark and heavy. These physical blocks create corresponding energetic blocks that limit your wealth-attracting capacity. Create clear pathways for energy to flow freely through your spaces. Organize storage areas so they feel spacious rather than cramped. Open windows regularly to bring in fresh air and natural light. The goal is to create environments that feel open, flowing, and alive. The fourth principle is frequency anchoring. This involves placing specific objects or arrangements in your environment that automatically trigger wealth consciousness whenever you encounter them. These frequency anchors work as subconscious programming tools that reinforce your abundance identity throughout the day. For example, you might place a beautiful crystal on your desk that reminds you of your value and worth every time you see it. Or you could hang an inspiring quote about success where you'll read it every morning. The key is choosing anchors that genuinely shift your energy toward abundance consciousness when you encounter them. Your workspace environment is particularly important because this is where you spend most of your productive hours. Your desk, computer, and immediate working area should be designed to support peak performance and wealth consciousness. This means keeping your workspace clean, organized, and inspiring. Position your desk so you can see the entrance to your office, which creates a sense of control and awareness. Place objects that remind you of your goals, where you can see them while working. Ensure you have adequate lighting and comfortable seating that allows you to feel powerful and capable. The fifth principle is energetic protection. Just as you need to optimize the energy within your spaces, you also need to protect your environment from external negative influences. This includes the energy of people who visit your space, electromagnetic pollution from electronic devices, and general energetic contamination from the outside world. You can create energetic protection through conscious intention, specific crystals or objects that feel protective to you, and regular energy clearing practices. Some people burn sage or other cleansing herbs. Others use sound, such as bells or singing bowls, to clear stagnant energy. The specific method matters less than your intention to maintain clean, high-vibration energy in your spaces. Your bedroom deserves special attention because this is where you're most vulnerable and where your subconscious mind is most active. Remove anything from your bedroom that creates stress, worry, or negative associations. Keep electronics to a minimum, as they can interfere with your sleep and dream states. Create a bedroom environment that feels like a sanctuary, where you can rest, recharge, and program your subconscious mind with abundance consciousness. Use colors, textures, and decorations that make you feel calm, secure, and wealthy. Remember that environmental optimization is an ongoing practice, not a one-time project. As your wealth consciousness expands, your environmental needs will evolve. Stay conscious of how your spaces are affecting your energy, and make adjustments whenever you notice that your environment is no longer supporting your growth. Chapter 9. Reading and influencing others' wealth auras. One of the most valuable skills you can develop is the ability to read other people's energetic signatures around money and success. This skill will help you identify potential business partners, avoid energy drains, and position yourself strategically in any financial or professional situation. Every person you encounter has a distinct aura that broadcasts their relationship with money, success, and abundance. Most people are completely unconscious of the energetic information they're transmitting. But once you learn to read these signals, you'll have a significant advantage in all your business and financial interactions. The first indicator of someone's wealth aura is their physical presence and posture. People with abundance consciousness naturally carry themselves with confidence and openness. Their shoulders are back, their spine is straight, and they take up space comfortably. They move with purpose and certainty, and they make steady eye contact. People with scarcity consciousness, on the other hand, tend to contract their bodies. They hunch their shoulders, avoid eye contact, and minimize their physical presence. They often fidget, cross their arms defensively, or display other signs of discomfort and insecurity. But physical posture is just the surface level. The more important information is in their energetic field, which you can learn to perceive through practice and attention. When you're around someone with abundance consciousness, you feel inspired, optimistic, and energized. They have a magnetic quality that draws you in and makes you want to collaborate with them. When you're around someone with scarcity consciousness, you feel drained, pessimistic, or somehow smaller. They may be perfectly nice people, but their energy field contracts your own possibilities and makes you feel less capable or confident. The second indicator is how people talk about money and success. Those with wealth consciousness speak about financial matters with ease and confidence. They discuss money as a tool, an opportunity, or a resource to be managed wisely. They don't dramatize financial challenges or make money into an emotional issue. People with scarcity consciousness often have charged emotional reactions when money comes up in conversation. They may complain about their financial situation, express resentment toward wealthy people, or display anxiety and stress when discussing financial matters. Their language reveals their underlying beliefs about money and success. Listen for specific language patterns that reveal wealth consciousness. Abundant people use words like opportunity, possibility, investment, and growth. They speak in terms of creating value, solving problems, and building something meaningful. They focus on what they can control and influence. Scarcity-minded people use language focused on problems, limitations, and external circumstances. They talk about what they can't do, what's stopping them, and why things are difficult. They often blame external factors for their financial situation and position themselves as victims of circumstances. The third indicator is decision-making patterns. People with wealth consciousness make decisions quickly and confidently, especially regarding opportunities and investments. They understand that perfect information is rarely available and that speed of implementation often matters more than perfect planning. People with scarcity consciousness tend to overthink decisions, seek excessive information, and delay action until conditions are perfect. They're afraid of making mistakes, so they often miss opportunities by taking too long to decide. Pay attention to how people respond to opportunities. Abundant people see possibilities and ask how they can make something work. Scarcity-minded people see problems and focus on why something won't work. Once you can accurately read wealth auras, you can begin to consciously influence them. This isn't manipulation. This is using your own abundance consciousness to elevate others and create win-win situations that benefit everyone involved. The most powerful way to influence others' wealth auras is through energetic modeling. When you consistently embody abundance consciousness in your interactions, other people's energy fields naturally begin to harmonize with yours. Your confident, optimistic energy gives them permission to access their own abundance potential. This happens because humans are naturally empathetic beings whose nervous systems synchronize with those around them. When you're genuinely operating from wealth consciousness, others feel safer, expressing their own ambitions and possibilities. You can also influence others' wealth auras through strategic questioning. Instead of arguing with scarcity beliefs or trying to convince someone they're wrong, ask questions that help them discover abundance perspectives on their own. Questions like, what would be possible if this worked out perfectly? Or how could this challenge become an opportunity? Another powerful influence technique is abundance anchoring. When someone expresses scarcity concerns, acknowledge their feelings while simultaneously redirecting their attention to abundance possibilities. For example, if someone says they can't afford something, you might respond with, I understand budget concerns are important, and I'm curious about what creative solutions might make this work for you. The key to ethical influence is always seeking win-win outcomes where everyone benefits from expanded abundance consciousness. Your goal isn't to take advantage of others, but to help them access their own wealth potential so that everyone prospers. When you're negotiating or discussing business matters, consciously radiate abundance consciousness throughout the interaction. Feel genuinely excited about creating value for the other party. Focus on how the arrangement can benefit everyone involved. This abundance energy often results in better deals for everyone because it eliminates the scarcity-based competition that makes negotiations adversarial. Chapter 10. The 30-Day Aura Transformation Challenge. Now that you understand the principles and have learned the techniques, it's time to commit to a systematic transformation of your wealth-attracting aura. The 30-Day Challenge is designed to create lasting change in your energetic signature through consistent daily practice and measurable progress tracking. This isn't a casual experiment. This is a serious commitment to fundamentally changing how you operate energetically in the world. The people who complete this challenge consistently report dramatic shifts in their opportunities, income, and overall relationship with money and success. Week 1 focuses on foundation building. Your primary goal during the first 7 days is to establish the daily aura training protocol as a non-negotiable morning routine. You'll also begin identifying and documenting your current money blocks so you can track your progress as they dissolve. Each morning, perform the complete 40-minute aura training protocol before engaging with any external stimuli. No checking phones, no emails, no news. Your first conscious act every day should be calibrating your energy field to abundance consciousness. Keep a transformation journal where you record your experiences, insights, and any shifts you notice in your energy or external circumstances. Pay attention to how people respond to you differently, what kinds of opportunities start appearing, and any internal resistance that arises. During week 1, also complete a comprehensive money block assessment. Write down every limiting belief you have about money, success, and your own worthiness. Include beliefs you inherited from family, cultural programming, and past negative experiences. This assessment creates a baseline for measuring your transformation. Week 2 focuses on environmental optimization and advanced meditation practices. You'll systematically upgrade your physical spaces to support wealth consciousness while beginning the deeper subconscious reprogramming work. Spend time each day optimizing different areas of your environment. Start with your bedroom, then your workspace, then your main living areas. Remove scarcity symbols and add abundance anchors. Create your wealth altar and position it where you'll see it multiple times daily. Begin incorporating the wealth frequency meditation system into your routine. Alternate between the 4 different meditations throughout the week, spending at least 20 minutes on each practice. Notice which meditations feel most challenging, as these often indicate where your deepest blocks are located. Continue tracking your progress in your transformation journal. By the end of week 2, you should start noticing subtle shifts in your energy, confidence, and how others respond to you. Week 3 is about integration and acceleration. You'll begin practicing aura reading with others and consciously influencing interactions through your abundance consciousness. This week often produces the most dramatic external shifts as your new energetic signature begins attracting different opportunities. Practice reading the wealth auras of everyone you encounter. Notice how different people's energy affects your own abundance consciousness. Begin consciously radiating abundance consciousness in all your interactions, especially business and financial conversations. This is often the week when unexpected opportunities begin appearing. A client might offer you a bonus. Someone might propose a business partnership. You might receive money from an unexpected source. Stay alert for these manifestations and document them in your journal. Week 4 focuses on mastery and sustainability. You'll refine your practices based on what you've learned about your specific patterns and challenges. The goal is to create a sustainable system that will continue supporting your wealth consciousness long after the 30-day challenge ends. Evaluate which practices have been most effective for you and which have felt less impactful. Customize your daily routine based on your unique needs and responses. Some people need more meditation time. Others benefit from extended environmental work. Adapt the system to fit your lifestyle and personality. By the end of week 4, your new abundance consciousness should feel natural and sustainable. The practices should feel like positive habits rather than forced disciplines. Your aura should be noticeably different, and you should be experiencing measurable changes in your opportunities and income. The most important element of the 30-day challenge is consistency. Missing days significantly slows your progress because you're literally retraining your nervous system to operate from abundance consciousness. If you miss a day, don't give up. Simply restart and commit to completing 30 consecutive days of practice. Many people experience what I call transformation resistance during the challenge. This is when your old identity fights back against the changes you're making. You might feel increased anxiety, doubt, or urges to quit. This resistance is actually a positive sign that your transformation is working. Your old scarcity patterns are being threatened, so they're trying to reassert control. When you encounter resistance, don't fight it or judge it. Simply acknowledge it and continue with your practices. The resistance will dissolve as your new abundance consciousness becomes more firmly established. After completing the 30-day challenge, you'll need to maintain your new energetic signature through ongoing practice. I recommend continuing with a shortened version of the daily protocol and regular use of the meditation system. Your wealth consciousness requires maintenance, just like physical fitness requires continued exercise. The results of this transformation compound over time. The opportunities that appear in month 2 are bigger than those in month 1. The income increases in year 2 are more substantial than those in the first year. Committing to this challenge is investing in a lifetime of increased wealth-attracting capacity. Chapter 11. Advanced Aura Mastery Techniques. Once you've established your foundation with the daily protocol and completed the 30-day challenge, you're ready for advanced techniques that will exponentially amplify your wealth-attracting capacity. These aren't beginner practices. These are the sophisticated methods used by energy masters who consistently attract extraordinary opportunities and massive financial success. The first advanced technique is quantum field manipulation. This involves consciously working with the quantum field of infinite possibility to collapse specific financial outcomes into your physical reality. Quantum physics has proven that consciousness plays a fundamental role in determining which possibilities become actual experiences, and you can use this understanding to accelerate your wealth manifestation. Quantum field manipulation requires entering an expanded state of consciousness, where you can perceive the infinite field of potential that surrounds all physical reality. In deep meditation, extend your awareness beyond your physical body, beyond your immediate environment, beyond the earth itself, until you're conscious of the vast field of pure potential that contains every possible outcome. From this expanded perspective, locate the quantum probability of your desired financial outcome. See it as a specific pattern of energy within the infinite field. This isn't visualization. This is direct perception of the energetic template that will manifest as your physical reality when properly activated. Once you've located your desired outcome in the quantum field, you're going to consciously collapse it into manifestation through focused intention and emotional intensity. Feel the absolute certainty that this outcome already exists and is simply waiting to materialize in your physical experience. The combination of expanded awareness, specific focus, and emotional intensity creates the conditions for quantum collapse. The second advanced technique is timeline manipulation. Your current financial situation is the result of decisions, beliefs, and energetic patterns from your past timeline. But you can consciously access alternative timelines where you made different choices and embodied different beliefs. Then integrate the wealth consciousness from those timelines into your current reality. In deep meditation, visualize your life as a timeline stretching from birth to the present moment. Now imagine alternative versions of this timeline where you made different choices about money, career, and self-worth. See timelines where you started your business earlier, where you invested more wisely, where you believed in your value from the beginning. These alternative timelines aren't fantasy. According to quantum theory, they represent actual possibilities that exist in parallel dimensions. You can access the wisdom, confidence, and abundance consciousness from these alternative selves and integrate them into your current timeline. Connect with the version of yourself from the most abundant timeline. Feel their confidence, their decision-making patterns, their relationship with money and success. Allow their wealth consciousness to merge with your own, creating a new integrated identity that combines the best qualities from multiple timelines. The third advanced technique is collective field influence. Individual wealth consciousness is powerful, but when you connect with the collective field of all wealthy and successful people throughout history, your manifestation capacity multiplies exponentially. This technique allows you to tap into the combined abundance consciousness of every person who has ever achieved financial success. Visualize yourself standing in a vast gathering of every wealthy person who has ever lived. See entrepreneurs, investors, innovators, and creators from every era and culture. Feel the collective power of their combined abundance consciousness surrounding and supporting you. Allow their combined wisdom to flow into your awareness. Notice the common qualities they all share. Feel their certainty about their ability to create wealth. Absorb their understanding of value creation, opportunity recognition, and strategic thinking. Let their collective abundance consciousness become part of your own energetic signature. This isn't just imagination. When you consistently connect with the collective field of abundance consciousness, you begin to think, feel, and act like someone who has access to the accumulated wisdom of all successful people throughout history. The fourth advanced technique is reality anchor installation. Most people's wealth consciousness fluctuates based on external circumstances. When things go well, they feel abundant. When challenges arise, they contract back into scarcity. Reality anchors are energetic installations that maintain your abundance consciousness regardless of external conditions. A reality anchor is a specific energetic pattern that you install in your aura, which automatically activates abundance consciousness whenever you encounter financial stress or limitation. Think of it as an internal circuit breaker that prevents you from falling back into scarcity patterns. To install a reality anchor, recall a moment when you felt absolutely certain about your ability to create wealth. This might be a time when you closed a big deal, received unexpected money, or simply felt deeply connected to your value and capabilities. Anchor this feeling in your body by pressing your thumb and index finger together while fully experiencing the abundance consciousness. Practice activating this anchor throughout your day, especially when you encounter financial stress or limiting circumstances. Over time, this anchor becomes an automatic response that maintains your wealth consciousness even in challenging situations. The fifth advanced technique is energetic leverage multiplication. Instead of just working on your own aura, you can create leverage by helping others develop their abundance consciousness. When you elevate others' wealth consciousness, their improved energy field reflects back to amplify your own abundance. Look for opportunities to share abundance consciousness with others. This might involve mentoring someone in business, sharing wealth-building strategies, or simply radiating such strong abundance consciousness that others feel inspired to raise their own financial vibration. The law of energetic reciprocity ensures that the abundance consciousness you help others develop returns to you multiplied. When you become a source of abundance consciousness for others, the universe responds by making you a recipient of even greater abundance. The sixth advanced technique is dimensional wealth accessing. Your three-dimensional physical reality is just one layer of infinite dimensional existence. In higher dimensions, you already have access to unlimited abundance and resources. This technique allows you to access higher dimensional wealth and bring it into your physical experience. In expanded consciousness, visualize yourself ascending through dimensional layers until you reach a dimension where abundance is as natural and unlimited as air. In this dimension, see yourself with access to infinite resources, unlimited opportunities, and perfect abundance consciousness. Feel what it's like to operate from this level of reality where scarcity doesn't exist and every need is instantly fulfilled. Allow this dimensional perspective to inform your three-dimensional experience. Bring this higher dimensional abundance consciousness back into your physical reality and embody it in your daily life. The seventh advanced technique is wealth consciousness broadcasting. Instead of just attracting wealth to yourself, you can consciously broadcast abundance consciousness into the collective human field, elevating the wealth consciousness of everyone around you while simultaneously amplifying your own attraction capacity. Visualize your abundance consciousness as a radio signal broadcasting from your location to every person on Earth. See this signal inspiring others to recognize their own wealth-creating potential and step into greater abundance consciousness. Feel the satisfaction of contributing to the collective elevation of human prosperity. When you consistently broadcast abundance consciousness, you become a beneficial presence in the world whose very existence makes wealth and prosperity more accessible for everyone. This level of contribution attracts massive resources and opportunities because the universe supports those who serve the highest good. These advanced techniques require consistent practice and a solid foundation in the basic principles. Don't attempt them until you've mastered the fundamental practices and completed the 30-day transformation challenge. When you're ready, these techniques will take your wealth-attracting capacity to levels that most people can't even imagine. Chapter 12. Overcoming Wealth Consciousness Obstacles. Even with perfect technique and consistent practice, you will encounter obstacles on your journey to wealth consciousness mastery. These obstacles aren't signs of failure. They're natural parts of the transformation process that become easier to navigate when you understand their purpose and know how to work with them skillfully. The first major obstacle is identity crisis. As your abundance consciousness develops, there will be periods when you feel disconnected from both your old scarcity identity and your emerging wealth identity. You're no longer the person you used to be, but you haven't yet fully embodied who you're becoming. This in-between state can feel disorienting and uncomfortable. During identity crisis periods, you might question whether the transformation is real or whether you're just fooling yourself. You might feel like an imposter when you're around wealthy people, or feel guilty when you're around people who are still struggling financially. These feelings are normal and temporary. The key to navigating identity crisis is patience and persistence. Don't try to force the new identity or reject the feelings of uncertainty. Instead, view this period as a natural part of growth. Continue with your practices while allowing your new identity to stabilize gradually. Remember that every successful person has gone through this same transition process. The second obstacle is external resistance from others. As your energy shifts toward abundance consciousness, some people in your life will unconsciously resist your transformation. Friends and family members who are operating from scarcity consciousness might feel threatened by your growth and try to pull you back to your old patterns. This external resistance often manifests as criticism, discouragement, or attempts to convince you that your new beliefs and practices are unrealistic. People might tell you that you're becoming arrogant or that you've changed in negative ways. This resistance comes from their own discomfort with your growth, not from genuine concern for your well-being. The solution to external resistance is maintaining strong boundaries while radiating compassion. Don't argue with people who don't understand your transformation. Don't try to convince them or prove that your new approach is working. Simply continue with your practices while maintaining loving relationships to the extent possible. Sometimes, external resistance requires making difficult decisions about relationships that no longer serve your growth. This doesn't mean becoming arrogant or cutting people off harshly. It means choosing to spend more time with people who support your abundance consciousness and less time with those who undermine it. The third obstacle is financial plateau. There will be periods when your external financial results don't seem to match your internal transformation. You might feel like you've mastered abundance consciousness, but your income or opportunities haven't increased accordingly. This can create doubt about whether the techniques are actually working. Financial plateaus often occur because there's a delay between internal transformation and external manifestation. Your wealth consciousness might be perfectly calibrated, but the physical world takes time to rearrange itself to match your new energetic signature. The manifestation process involves multiple variables and timelines that aren't always immediately visible. The key to working with financial plateaus is maintaining faith in the process, while continuing to take inspired action. Don't use external results as the primary measure of your progress. Instead, focus on internal indicators like increased confidence, better opportunities, improved relationships, and enhanced decision-making capacity. Often, financial plateaus end suddenly with a significant breakthrough that more than compensates for the period of apparent stagnation. Trust the process and stay consistent with your practices, even when external results aren't immediately visible. The fourth obstacle is abundance overwhelm. As your wealth consciousness develops, you'll start attracting more opportunities than you can possibly pursue. This can create anxiety and decision paralysis, as you struggle to choose between multiple attractive options. Abundance overwhelm is actually a positive problem that indicates your transformation is working, but it requires new skills to navigate effectively. The solution is developing strong discernment and strategic focus. Not every opportunity that appears is meant for you, even if it seems attractive. Create clear criteria for evaluating opportunities based on your values, goals, and strategic priorities. Learn to say no to good opportunities so you can say yes to great ones. Remember that your attention and energy are finite resources that need to be invested wisely. The fifth obstacle is success sabotage. As you approach significant financial breakthroughs, your subconscious mind might activate sabotage patterns to prevent you from succeeding. This can manifest as procrastination, making poor decisions, or unconsciously creating problems that prevent your success. Success sabotage usually stems from deep unconscious beliefs that success is dangerous, that you don't deserve wealth, or that achieving your goals will somehow hurt you or others. These beliefs create internal conflict that manifests as self-destructive behavior just when you're about to break through. The solution to success sabotage is identifying and healing the underlying beliefs that are creating the internal conflict. This usually requires deeper subconscious work using the dissolution meditation techniques. You need to locate the part of you that's afraid of success and provide it with new information and emotional healing. The sixth obstacle is comparison and competition. As you develop wealth consciousness, you'll become more aware of other successful people, which can trigger comparison and competitive feelings. You might feel like you're not progressing fast enough, or that others have advantages you don't have. Comparison and competition are based on scarcity consciousness and will contaminate your abundance field if you indulge them. Remember that wealth consciousness is infinite and that others' success doesn't diminish your own potential. In fact, being around successful people should enhance your abundance consciousness by raising your standards and expectations. Transform comparison into inspiration and competition into collaboration. Use others' success as evidence of what's possible, rather than as proof of your inadequacy. Celebrate others' achievements while staying focused on your own unique path and timeline. The seventh obstacle is technique addiction. Some people become so focused on perfecting their abundance practices that they neglect to take practical action in the physical world. They spend all their time meditating, visualizing, and energy work while avoiding the real-world activities that create actual wealth. Wealth consciousness techniques are meant to support and enhance your practical efforts, not replace them. You still need to provide value, solve problems, build relationships, and take strategic action in the physical world. Energy work accelerates your results, but it doesn't eliminate the need for intelligent action. Balance your internal work with external action. Use your abundance consciousness to guide your decisions and enhance your effectiveness. But don't use it as an excuse to avoid the sometimes uncomfortable work of building actual wealth. Remember that obstacles are opportunities for growth and deeper mastery. Each challenge you encounter and successfully navigate makes you stronger and more capable of maintaining wealth consciousness under any circumstances. The goal isn't to avoid obstacles, but to develop the skills and resilience to transform them into stepping stones toward greater success. Chapter 13. Sustaining wealth consciousness long-term. Creating wealth consciousness is one thing. Sustaining it over the long term is another challenge entirely. Many people experience initial success with these techniques, only to gradually slip back into old patterns when life gets busy or challenging. Long-term mastery requires developing sustainable systems that maintain your abundance consciousness regardless of external circumstances. The foundation of sustainable wealth consciousness is integration rather than dependence. Initially, you might rely heavily on specific practices and techniques to maintain your abundant state. But true mastery means integrating wealth consciousness so deeply into your identity that it becomes your natural operating system rather than something you have to consciously maintain. Integration happens through consistent practice over extended periods. When you perform abundance consciousness practices daily for months and years, they become automatic responses rather than conscious efforts. Your nervous system adapts to operate from abundance as its default state rather than reverting to scarcity when stressed or challenged. The first element of sustainable wealth consciousness is lifestyle design. You need to structure your daily life to naturally support and reinforce abundance consciousness, rather than undermining it. This means creating rhythms, environments, and relationships that automatically elevate your energy rather than requiring constant conscious effort to maintain your state. Design your daily schedule to include regular periods of abundance consciousness reinforcement. This might be morning meditation, midday energy breaks, or evening visualization sessions. The key is making these practices feel natural and enjoyable rather than forced or burdensome. Surround yourself with people who naturally operate from abundance consciousness. The energy of those around you has a profound impact on your own energetic state. Spending time with scarcity-minded people will gradually erode your abundance consciousness, while being around abundant people will naturally elevate and maintain your wealthy mindset. Create physical environments that constantly remind you of your abundance identity. This includes your home, office, car, and any other spaces where you spend significant time. When your environment consistently reflects wealth consciousness, it provides continuous subconscious programming that reinforces your abundant identity. The second element is adaptive resilience. Life will present challenges, setbacks, and stressful situations that could potentially knock you out of abundance consciousness. Sustainable wealth consciousness requires developing the ability to maintain your abundant state even during difficult circumstances. Adaptive resilience means having multiple strategies for returning to abundance consciousness when you notice yourself slipping into scarcity patterns. This might include specific breathing techniques, emergency meditations, abundance anchors, or support systems that can quickly restore your wealth consciousness. Practice maintaining abundance consciousness during artificially challenging situations. Deliberately expose yourself to minor stresses while consciously maintaining your abundant state. This builds your resilience muscle and proves to your subconscious mind that abundance consciousness is sustainable even under pressure. The third element is continuous evolution. Wealth consciousness isn't a fixed state that you achieve and then maintain forever. It's a dynamic, evolving capacity that needs to grow and adapt as your life circumstances change and your success expands. As you achieve higher levels of financial success, your wealth consciousness needs to expand to accommodate larger opportunities and greater responsibilities. The abundance consciousness that supported your first breakthrough might not be sufficient for your next level of success. Stay curious and open to new ways of expressing and expanding your wealth consciousness. Regularly assess whether your current practices are still serving your growth or whether you need to evolve to more advanced techniques. Continuous learning and adaptation keep your wealth consciousness fresh and powerful. The fourth element is contribution consciousness. Sustainable wealth consciousness is always connected to contribution and service. When your abundance is purely self-focused, it tends to become stagnant and eventually diminish. But when your wealth consciousness is connected to serving others and contributing to the world, it becomes self-reinforcing and naturally expansive. Find ways to use your developing wealth consciousness to benefit others. This might involve mentoring people who are earlier in their abundance journey, creating value through your business or profession, or supporting causes that matter to you. The more your abundance consciousness serves others, the more sustainable and powerful it becomes. Contribution consciousness also protects you from the guilt and fear that can undermine sustainable wealth. When you know that your abundance is connected to creating value for others, you can receive wealth without guilt and pursue success without apology. The fifth element is systems thinking. Instead of relying on willpower and motivation to maintain wealth consciousness, create systems that automatically support and reinforce your abundant state. Systems are more reliable than motivation because they continue operating even when you don't feel inspired or energized. Develop systems for regular practice, environmental optimization, relationship management, and opportunity recognition. Create checklists, routines, and structures that ensure you're consistently taking actions that support wealth consciousness even when your motivation fluctuates. Build accountability systems that help you stay on track with your abundance practices. This might involve working with a coach, joining a mastermind group, or creating formal commitments that make it harder to slip back into old patterns. The sixth element is wisdom integration. As you gain experience with wealth consciousness, you'll develop insights and understanding that can't be learned from books or courses. This experiential wisdom needs to be consciously integrated into your belief system and identity, so it becomes a permanent part of your wealth consciousness. Regularly reflect on your experiences with abundance consciousness and extract the lessons and insights that emerge. Notice what works best for you, what challenges you most consistently face, and what strategies are most effective for your unique situation. Document your insights and revisit them regularly. This creates a personal wisdom tradition that supports your long-term development and helps you avoid repeating old mistakes or forgetting important lessons. The seventh element is legacy perspective. Sustainable wealth consciousness is always connected to a timeline that extends beyond your individual lifetime. When you're building wealth consciousness that will benefit future generations and create lasting positive impact, you naturally maintain the long-term perspective that supports sustainable abundance. Think about the wealth consciousness you want to pass on to your children, your community, and the world. How can your abundance contribute to creating a more prosperous and abundant world for everyone? This legacy perspective provides meaning and motivation that sustains wealth consciousness through any temporary challenges or setbacks. Remember that sustainable wealth consciousness is not about perfection or never experiencing challenges. It's about developing the resilience, systems, and perspective that allow you to maintain your abundant state more consistently over time and return to it quickly when you temporarily lose it. Chapter 14. Scaling your wealth consciousness for massive success. Once you've mastered the fundamentals of wealth consciousness and can maintain abundance thinking consistently, you're ready to scale your capacity for much larger levels of success. Scaling wealth consciousness isn't just about thinking bigger. It requires fundamentally expanding your energetic capacity to handle massive abundance without overwhelm or self-sabotage. Most people have an unconscious upper limit to how much success they can handle. This upper limit isn't usually about their skills or abilities. It's about their energetic capacity to receive, hold, and manage large amounts of wealth and success without their identity becoming destabilized. Scaling wealth consciousness means systematically expanding these upper limits so you can attract and handle exponentially larger opportunities. This requires sophisticated techniques that go beyond basic abundance mindset work to address the deeper systemic patterns that determine your maximum success capacity. The first scaling principle is exponential thinking. Linear thinking adds incremental improvements to your current results. Exponential thinking multiplies your results by factors of 10 or more. Most people are unconsciously limited to linear thinking because exponential success feels unrealistic or impossible. Exponential thinking requires training your mind to operate at scales that feel initially uncomfortable or unbelievable. Instead of thinking about how to earn 10% more this year, think about how to multiply your income by 10. Instead of incremental improvements to your business, think about how to create breakthrough innovations that transform entire industries. This isn't unrealistic dreaming. It's systematic expansion of your possibility thinking. Every major breakthrough in business, technology, and wealth creation came from someone who was willing to think exponentially when everyone else was thinking linearly. Practice exponential visualization daily. See yourself handling 10 times your current level of success, easily and naturally. Feel what it would be like to manage massive wealth, oversee large organizations, and influence global markets. Train your nervous system to be comfortable with exponential success. The second scaling principle is systems consciousness. Individual wealth consciousness focuses on personal abundance. Systems consciousness recognizes that massive wealth is created through building systems that generate value independently of your direct involvement. The wealthiest people in the world aren't trading their time for money. They've created systems, businesses, and investments that generate wealth, whether they're actively working or not. Scaling to massive success requires shifting from individual productivity to systems creation. Develop systems consciousness by studying how wealth is created at massive scales. Understand how billionaires build companies that create value for millions of people. Learn how investment systems generate passive income. Study how technology systems can scale impact exponentially. Begin thinking of yourself as a systems creator rather than just a skilled individual. How can you create systems that provide value to thousands or millions of people? How can you build wealth-generating systems that operate independently of your direct involvement? The third scaling principle is influence multiplication. Massive wealth is always connected to massive influence. The ability to positively influence large numbers of people naturally results in proportional financial rewards. Scaling wealth consciousness requires developing your capacity to influence at increasingly larger scales. Influence multiplication starts with perfecting your ability to create value for individuals, then systematically expanding to reach larger groups. This might mean going from serving individual clients to serving thousands through digital products, from local business to global markets, from individual mentoring to mass education. The key is maintaining the same quality of value creation while reaching exponentially more people. Technology provides incredible leverage for influence multiplication, allowing you to impact millions of people with the same effort that previously reached only dozens. The fourth scaling principle is collaboration mastery. No one creates massive wealth alone. Exponential success requires building and leading teams, partnerships, and networks that multiply your individual capacity. This requires developing sophisticated relationship and leadership skills. Collaboration mastery means becoming someone that top-tier people want to work with. This requires not just wealth consciousness, but also integrity, vision, communication skills, and the ability to create win-win outcomes for everyone involved. Study how the most successful people build and maintain relationships with other high achievers. Learn how to provide value to people who already have significant wealth and success. Develop the skills to lead teams and organizations toward shared goals. The fifth scaling principle is global consciousness. Massive wealth creation increasingly requires thinking and operating at global scales. The largest opportunities exist in solving global problems and serving global markets. This requires expanding your consciousness beyond local or regional perspectives. Global consciousness means understanding how global economic, technological, and social trends create massive opportunities. It means thinking about how your products, services, or investments can impact people worldwide. It means positioning yourself to benefit from global trends rather than being limited by local circumstances. Develop global consciousness by studying international markets, understanding global economic forces, and building relationships with people from different countries and cultures. Think about how your wealth consciousness can contribute to global prosperity and abundance. The sixth scaling principle is legacy multiplication. Massive wealth consciousness is always connected to creating lasting impact that extends far beyond your individual lifetime. This legacy perspective provides the meaning and motivation necessary to sustain the effort required for exponential success. Legacy multiplication means building wealth that creates value for future generations. This might involve creating companies that solve important problems, building educational systems that spread abundance consciousness, or developing innovations that improve life for millions of people. When your wealth consciousness is connected to meaningful legacy creation, you naturally attract the resources, people, and opportunities necessary for massive success. The universe supports those whose success contributes to the greater good. The seventh scaling principle is infinite possibility consciousness. The ultimate scaling of wealth consciousness is recognizing that there are literally no limits to what's possible when you're aligned with the infinite creative power of the universe. This requires transcending all limiting beliefs about what's realistic or achievable. Infinite possibility consciousness doesn't mean ignoring practical considerations or avoiding intelligent planning. It means removing all artificial limits on your vision while maintaining grounded, strategic action toward your goals. Practice infinite possibility thinking by regularly envisioning scenarios that seem impossible from your current perspective. Allow yourself to dream about creating trillion-dollar value, solving humanity's greatest challenges, or fundamentally transforming how economic systems operate. Remember that every breakthrough that seemed impossible eventually became commonplace through someone who was willing to think beyond conventional limitations. Your role is to become the person who creates the next level of breakthrough in whatever field you choose to focus on. Scaling wealth consciousness requires patience, persistence, and the willingness to grow into increasingly larger versions of yourself. The techniques that got you to your current level of success won't necessarily take you to the next level. Be willing to continuously evolve your approaches as your capacity expands. Chapter 15. Your Wealth Consciousness Revolution. We've reached the end of this journey together, but in many ways, this is just the beginning. You now possess the knowledge, techniques, and understanding necessary to fundamentally transform your relationship with wealth and success. The question is whether you'll use this information to create the abundance revolution in your own life. Let me be absolutely clear about what you've learned in this audiobook. This isn't just another collection of positive thinking techniques or visualization exercises. You've been given a comprehensive system for reprogramming your energetic signature at the deepest levels to naturally attract wealth, opportunities, and success. You understand the science behind how your electromagnetic field influences your reality. You've learned how your subconscious money blocks have been sabotaging your financial progress. You know the specific frequencies that wealthy people embody and how to develop these frequencies in yourself. You have a complete daily training protocol that will systematically transform your aura over time. You've learned advanced meditation techniques for accessing and reprogramming your subconscious patterns. You understand how to optimize your environment to support wealth consciousness, and how to read and influence others' energetic signatures. You have a 30-day challenge that will create measurable transformation in your abundance consciousness. And you know the advanced techniques that masters use to attract extraordinary opportunities. You understand how to overcome the obstacles that arise during transformation and how to maintain wealth consciousness over the long term. Most importantly, you know how to scale your wealth consciousness for massive success. and create the kind of exponential breakthroughs that most people only dream about. But knowledge without action is worthless. Information without implementation creates no results. The most sophisticated understanding of wealth consciousness means nothing if you don't commit to applying these techniques consistently in your daily life. Right now, you're at a choice point. You can listen to this audiobook and feel inspired for a few days, then gradually forget most of what you've learned and slip back into your old patterns. Or you can make the decision to transform your life by committing to the daily practices and systematic implementation of everything you've learned. I want you to understand something crucial. The financial results you're currently experiencing are a perfect reflection of your current energetic signature. If you want different results, you must become a different person energetically. There's no way around this fundamental law. You cannot continue operating from the same scarcity consciousness that created your current limitations and expect to achieve abundance. You cannot maintain the same energy patterns that have kept you stuck and somehow break through to the next level. Real change requires real transformation at the energetic level. The good news is that energetic transformation is completely within your control. You don't need anyone's permission to change your aura. You don't need special circumstances or perfect conditions. You can begin transforming your wealth consciousness right now, today, regardless of your current financial situation. Every morning that you perform the daily aura training protocol, you're literally rewiring your nervous system to operate from abundance consciousness. Every time you practice the wealth frequency meditations, you're dissolving the subconscious blocks that have been limiting your success. Every day that you maintain your new abundance practices, you're becoming more magnetic to wealth and opportunities. The transformation won't happen overnight, but it will happen if you're consistent. Most people start noticing shifts in their energy and confidence within the first week. External changes usually begin appearing within the first month. Major breakthroughs typically occur within the first 90 days of consistent practice. But here's what I need you to understand. The techniques I've shared with you work for everyone who applies them consistently. But they only work if you actually do them. There's no magical thinking here. There's no passive manifestation. This requires conscious effort, daily discipline, and the commitment to grow into the person who naturally attracts wealth. You now have everything you need to create the financial abundance you desire. You have the knowledge, the techniques, and the understanding. The only remaining variable is your commitment to implementing what you've learned. I want to challenge you to make a decision right now. Decide whether you're going to be someone who learns about abundance consciousness or someone who becomes abundance consciousness. Decide whether you're going to think about these techniques or implement them systematically. Start with the 30-day challenge. Commit to performing the daily aura training protocol every morning for 30 consecutive days. Track your progress. Notice the changes in your energy and opportunities, and prove to yourself that these techniques actually work. After 30 days, you can decide whether to continue or go back to your old patterns. But give yourself the gift of 30 days of consistent implementation. 30 days to discover what's possible when you operate from trained abundance consciousness instead of unconscious scarcity patterns. Remember that your current financial situation is not permanent. It's simply the result of energetic patterns that can be changed through conscious practice. You have the power to transform your aura and thereby transform your relationship with money and success. The wealthy people you admire weren't born with special abilities that you lack. They simply learned to embody the energetic frequencies that attract abundance. And now you know how to develop these same frequencies in yourself. Your abundance consciousness revolution starts the moment you decide to take this knowledge seriously and implement it consistently. The moment you commit to transforming your energetic signature is the moment your financial future begins to change. You deserve to experience the kind of abundance that allows you to live according to your highest values and make the contribution you're meant to make in this world. You deserve to feel secure, confident, and excited about your financial future. You deserve to attract the kind of opportunities that make wealth creation feel natural and effortless. But deserving isn't enough. You must become the person who naturally attracts what you deserve through conscious development of your wealth consciousness. This is your invitation to step into that identity and claim the abundance that's waiting for you. The universe is abundant beyond measure, and there's more than enough wealth for everyone who's willing to develop the consciousness to receive it. Your only limitation is your own energetic capacity. And now you know exactly how to expand that capacity systematically. Your wealth consciousness revolution begins now. Make the decision. Commit to the practices. Transform your aura. And watch as your external world reorganizes itself to match your new energetic signature. The abundant life you've been dreaming about is not only possible, it's inevitable when you embody the consciousness that naturally attracts it. Your journey to wealth consciousness mastery starts today.